the way people talk about the Eagles game on Saturday night, it sort of reminds me the way we used to talk about Tobias Harris, where every time I would say that Tobias Harris was a bad player, I would start off with, he sounds like he's a good guy. He's a really, really good guy, but. So the game on Saturday night, the offense stunk. It really stunk. And every time somebody says that the offense stunk, they go, look, I know the game doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything at all. But it does mean a little bit, right? I mean, we all watched that game on Saturday night, and I have to know if I'm the only person that felt, and I'm aware of all the caveats, right? It was all backups. I know. It was they don't want to put anything on tape, even though every team in the league runs this offense. Right, I get it. They don't want to put anything on tape. I understand all of these things, but still, I feel like I'd be going crazy if there wasn't somebody else that felt, hey, it kind of sucked that we're penalties on 3 of the first 4 plays, it felt like, right? It kind of sucked that I think we had 2 first downs the entire game up until that final drive.
They didn't get a first down until the third quarter.
Isn't that what I just said? Didn't I say that?
Something along those
lines.
lines.
Yeah, I think we had 2 first downs the whole game up until that final drive.
Yeah.
All those 3 and outs. You can't tell me it doesn't mean a little tiny bit, because the caveats that are there for the Eagles are also there for the Ravens on Saturday night, and therefore every other team that played, almost every team that didn't play their starters, right? The Rams went in there, and I know we beat the Rams every time we play them, but they have a rookie quarterback who went 21 of 25, threw for 2 touchdown passes. We've got 2 quarterbacks, one of them we played 3 of them, but the first 2, Tanner McKee has been here for the last 3 years, certainly has had preseason success. Andy Dalton has been in the league for a decade and a half, has certainly played in his share of football games. So just as an Eagles fan who is rational and understands that Saturday night was not the end of the world because the offense didn't look good, I still have to say it has to matter just a little tiny bit, as we are going in there with a new offensive coordinator and a new offense, and this is the first time we see it, and a little bit, we saw a little of the same of the things that ailed us last year, right? Penalties that came at the wrong time, 3 and outs, all that sort of stuff. And this is how I would frame it. How I would frame it is this way, is if on Saturday night the Eagles came out and guns a-blazing, right? First 3 drives, they score touchdowns, first down, first down, first down, first down. I would absolutely be here on Monday saying, look, I know it's just the preseason, but I would absolutely be excited about it.
Well, remember the Bradford game.
Right, yes.
10 for 10.
Yes,
10
absolutely. Or even the success that Tanner McKee had last year in the preseason. I would be lying to you if I didn't say I would come in on Monday saying that I would feel a little bit better because the offense, even with backups, even with all the caveats, looked good on Saturday night. But because they look terrible, I have to be honest with you, I feel not great about it. And I know it's just a preseason game, and I know it doesn't mean everything. And I know the Eagles can still go and have a successful season. And I know that Sean Mannion can still end up being a great offensive coordinator. All those things are true. But I also know I watched a team for the first time with their offensive coordinator on Saturday night not be able to move the ball at all. And I just know it makes me feel a little bit bad because of it. That's it. 215-592-9494. Your feelings watching on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, I kept coming back to, and again, I know that they've had success in this way. I know that we've talked about it ad nauseum. But I just found it so annoying that they wouldn't put the first-team offense out there for at least a drive. And I'm watching Josh Allen play. Josh Allen also needs to be protected. He's also important to his football team. And he went out there and he at least played a little bit. And why I think that this year is different than years past is you do have the Sean Mannion factor, who is still deciding whether he wants to call a game from the field or up in the booth. And that's fine, but I would like that communication to be with the starting quarterback, the starters that are going to be out there actually running it, him getting used to that communication with Jalen. And all they're going to tell you is we got these big joint practices coming up with the Patriots, and joint practice this and joint practice that. Well, you can't recreate a game-like atmosphere like you had on Saturday night. And it was certainly disappointing how disjointed it looked and felt. And, Andy Dalton, for as long as he's been in the league, certainly didn't inspire much confidence. But it really, the thing that just hit me over and over again is they should be out there. This offense has not been lighting the world on fire in training camp. I mean, every report you see is the defense wins the day almost every single time. So going out there and having it go up against someone else, and like you said, it's not like you're running some brand new scheme that the league's going to be caught off guard by. So I can't.
Can you imagine defensive coordinators across the NFL being like, "Oh my God, the Eagles were under center and ran play action and then threw the ball."
Wow,
Yeah.
They're trying to stretch the defense with
Yeah.
a running game to the outside.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Wow, never seen this before. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And they showed some little vanilla-ish,
Sure.
motion stuff that looked fun. But man, it's just. The offense is. Everyone will say, "Well, the offensive coordinator has changed all these years," but the offense has been the same. The offense has been the same every year that Jalen's been here. This is the first time that the offense is actually different. And in the first preseason game, give them one drive to let Manning at least get his feet underneath him a little bit. So that's what hit me, and I really have given up on the idea that they're going to start this season fast. Like, they're not going to start this season fast. Everyone that says that the offense is going to take off by November, I think are going to end up being right, and hopefully it does eventually take off. But they're not going to hit the ground running. They're not going to hit the ground running, score 30-plus points and be this high-flying offense in Week 1. And I think they missed a golden opportunity to get their feet wet on Saturday night, and I'm disappointed they didn't put them out there.
215-592-9494. What hit you on Saturday night? I really, in my gut, I know it doesn't mean a lot, but seeing the Eagles struggle the first time on the field.
Something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can say it doesn't mean a lot, and I agree it doesn't mean a lot, but it means something. Like,
right?
the Ravens put that kid out there as a Williamsport kid from UConn who has a limp arm, and he went, 22 of 28?
Yes.
And they also have a brand new offensive coordinator with Declan Doyle, who is just like Sean Mannion, who the Eagles wanted to hire. And meanwhile, the Eagles, with a guy who has thrown 40,000 passing yards in the NFL, couldn't do squat.
Yeah, so it's something, right? I don't know what it is, but it is something.